You know, guys, you'll recall in the past I've done the wildest moments of said year, and I'm bringing it back because this year just had so many things that I feel are worth talking about. We're going to jump right into it with number 10, okay? Yes, number 10. This had to make the list off principle. It happened in the beginning of the year, I think back in February, but when you are dog walking somebody so bad in a grand finals reset that you are literally tearing up, literally having convulsions, literally celebrating before the match. I mean, look at this, literally celebrating before the match is over. How could this not make wildest moments? Like, he's already crafting that tweet inside of his head. That's what those motions are, guys. He's crafting that tweet. He's planning the celebration. He knows exactly what he's about to do just based off this ass whooping he is putting on Triff. This, to me, as somebody who was in the crowd for this, was just insane to see, because I'm just thinking to myself the whole time, what is going through Triff's head? Triff has to know it's already over. Like, it's clearly already over. Like, look at the lead, look at the stage, look at the characters. H-Box, we'll just even go fast forward through that. Look at that already. Looked like he done pissed himself, but the truth is he pissed all over Triff and took care of business. H-Box defeats Triff, wins another Genesis, and just loses it, bro. I mean, how could you not have a moment like that? Congratulations, H-Box, on not only winning Genesis, but making it to number 10 on the 2025 Wildest Moments in Smash. I don't think anyone can debate the fact that this absolutely, even Hurt, who was on the receiving end, look at that smile down there, even Hurt, who was on the receiving end of that ass whooping, can admit that this absolutely deserves a place on the list. Akola breaking out the Game & Watch and maybe helping beat some of those carried accusations people throw at him, even though I've never been one of those guys. But that 9, which I still stand by the fact is a muscle memory for Minecart with Steve, but nonetheless, it was the victorious play that absolutely surprised all of us at Umebura 12 in top 8. It was a crazy moment for sure. The fact that this was game 5 too with Akola, that higher percent, I mean, look at that, 128. Last ditch effort. He knew if he didn't connect earlier, went for it, got the 8 on the middle platform. This time grounded, hits the 9 and sends Hurt into losers. The pop off too, just so good. Gotta see that again, bro. Can't believe it. And let me tell you something, Akola, neither could we. Number 9, 2025 Wildest Moments in Smash. Well, they mentioned the fact that this brought back memories, and it did. Smash Factor 12 was incredible because it featured the return to tournament competition in Melee from Mewtwo King, one of the 5 gods of the past, or in this tournament going by the Ancient Dragon. But remember how I mentioned memories? Unfortunately, those memories were probably interrupted, and Mez pretty much put this quite correctly. Never let Mewtwo King stream a tourney on his Twitch ever again, please. Smash Factor has been unwatchable for the homies, not here, and Jason refuses to turn off ads. I get you're trying to make money, but come on, man. Yes, it is true. Mewtwo King was streaming the Melee portion of Smash Factor, I believe, and he had those ads up to full mass effect, to the point even where Fire the Pyro tweeted, Mewtwo King stream is running the Melee broadcast at Smash Factor, and it's got ads popping up at such a high frequency that the entire chat started spamming the Nightbot message in different languages. I mean, your ads are popping up so much, people are turning this shit into Duolingo. Sorry for the ads. It's most of my income, about $3 per day, per person. To get no ads, just subscribe and use free Twitch Prime once a month. Set it monthly alarm to be optional, please. Like, it's look at this, bro. I don't even know, what is this? Spanish right here. I see Los, so that's got to be something Spanish right here. The couple of squiggles I can't identify, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to be racist, just saying Big Phil don't know what it's saying. And then right here, obviously something of Asian descent. But yes, to be honest, was I surprised about this? No, it's just the Mewtwo King. It really is. It's like playing Sheik. It's like playing Marth. It's like counterpicking an FD. It's what this guy does, and it's pure comedy. Now, to Mewtwo King's credit, he does acknowledge it right here. Honestly, wasn't aware till now. Don't check the online during bracket because mental issues. Change it in between sets, which of course is the correct thing to do. But this is just such an outrageously funny Mewtwo King thing to do. I could not help but include it on the list. Well, if Mewtwo King was in at number 8, then Tweek is here at number 7. Yes, the retirement of Tweek, set to a beautiful tribute video actually by his former team Luminosity. And guys, let me tell you something, this one hurt. There was even a tweet that accompanied this. Tweek said, GG's, I told myself this Japan trip would be my last time playing in Ultimate tournaments, but I'm not entirely sure what the future is for me. I've been going through a lot, as those close to me know, so thank you to everyone who has made this trip so amazing. Smash is my outlet and my art form, and I'm glad so many of you appreciate it. Yes, Tweek going over to Japan after a really uncharacteristically low placing of 33rd at Level Up Expo earlier this year. He would go to Japan and back-to-back top 4, two Japanese majors, and we know just how crazy they are, and Japan knows how crazy Tweek is as well. This kid is as talented as they come. So when he decided to hang it up and retire, a lot of us were just kind of, I don't want to say necessarily surprised if you knew how he was feeling, but in dismay, because it was just like, oh man, like we're really not going to see some of these classic Tweek plays anymore, like some of these moments that really made these highlights shine that you guys are witnessing right now. So number 7, of course, had to be Tweek, but you're probably thinking, well, just number 7, that doesn't make any sense. Well, it would have been higher, but the nigga came back. I mean, look at this. Came back, and look at this.
He said, just in case you forgot who the hell I am, I'm here to remind you.
And I'm here to remind you too, this is one of the shortest retirements ever. I mean, I don't even know if I would have called this a retirement Tweek. This is like LeBron James sitting out the first month of the season with sciatica, okay? I mean, you're gone, but are you really gone? No, you're not gonna look at you turning around looking good, stylish in them TSM, what I have to imagine are Zennies, or whatever promotional sponsorship you guys have. Tweek, your ass had us all concerned, all sad, and only for a couple of months as he came back. Now, to his credit, okay, maybe it was a quicker way to get out of LG so he could sign to a real team like TSM. More power to you. We'll talk about those LG gyms a little bit later. But yes, the retirement of Tweek and the subsequent return not too far later makes it in at number 7. Oh yes, he is. It's in top 8. If you're a fan, then you know it's great. Brought the Robin, but it was too late because the GOAT is fate. That's right, the GOAT is fate, but unfortunately, even the GOAT couldn't escape the fate of upsets. Oh, I struggled so hard if I wanted to put this on the list, but I had to do it. MKLeo in at number 6 on the wildest moments of Smash 2025 because of the 65th placing at Port 9. This one absolutely drove me up a wall. Not only did he get upset earlier to lose to Yeast, okay, that me brawler gym, then he goes on and loses to that full jumping Ike gym RM8. Now credits, okay, I mean, you won 3-0, I'll give you, you know what I'm saying, at seed 81, I'll give you your respect. You absolutely earned that, okay? Fine, you can take that. It ain't easy winning with Ike. Leo used to do it all the time in the first couple of years of Ultimate, as we all know, but a 65th placement after coming off a top 8 at Kagaribi the previous weekend, it just left me in shambles and disarray. You're probably thinking, oh, you're overreacting. Why is it such a big deal? Leo's giving you plenty of moments to love. Why? Because I was there. Oh my God, I was there. I was sitting there. I was cheering in between. It didn't matter. At some point, I have to confess, even I accepted the fate that the GOAT was going to lose 3-0 and be eliminated at 65th. I mean, in my mind, I probably look like these gyms right here, just mouse agape, can't believe what they're seeing. But in my real life, I was stoic because I was just in shock. I mean, I can't believe it. I'm surprised I was even ambulatory after the match was even finished. Lord have mercy. As much as this man loves to full jump, I thought about jumping off the venue when this was all said and done. But unfortunately, it was only 2 stories. Well, you gotta admit, 65th ain't the greatest, but it's better than 257th. That's right, number 5 on the list is Cola and his very underwhelming Kagaribi 13 performance, losing to the best K rule apparently on the planet, named Ball. This was insane. If you were watching all of Kagaribi like a lot of us were, it was just hard to really articulate what we were seeing. I mean, it was 1-1 best of 3 Cola getting just shellacked right there. As you can see, I had to run that thing back because you could see Ball, he's just throwing it up. The crowd cry, can't believe it either. The worst part about this too is because that venue is so packed, When you lose, when you're no longer competing in the tournament, they kick your ass out, okay? So Cola getting knocked out here for 257th. I mean, just absolute insanity. And it really kind of puts some eyes on this guy Ball, who actually is just quite a beast. If you actually zoom in right here, I think you can see Jazzo facepalm and just in disbelief as Cola does head for the exit. Yeah, it was that kind of tournament right there. So this was nutty to me. I couldn't believe it, and it still resonates to this day. As somebody who's a huge Cola fan and does a pretty good impression, yeah, EE, honestly, your impressions are pretty good, but don't forget, light is fucking gay. Yeah, you know what I mean? I do a good impression, but I don't even know if I can repeat that before. I'm just saying, bro, 257, what the heck happened, Cola? That's kind of crazy. And I think this tweet kind of sums up how we were all feeling about it. All right, done. You know, guys, coming in at number 4, it gives me no pleasure to put my homie Mango on, but I have to be an honest creator when I tell you that Mango's Wild Night Out, which is what I'm calling it, was absolutely one of the craziest moments of 2025. I mean, it was just like, Mango is a happy-go-lucky drunk guy at times, but at this burial card event put on by Ludwig, it just went a little too far. Lud actually saying he's uninvited to stuff. In the future, he lost his sponsorship as well and had to make, you know, kind of a couple of lengthy tweets, which of course there's nothing wrong with that. But I am somebody who does believe in redemption, and I truly did believe Mango when he made these tweets. I let himself down, his family, it sucks. He didn't want to let, you know, he didn't mean for it to go this far. He got a little too over the top, which absolutely he did. Nobody with two eyes can deny. But I will say this, as of the time of this recording, despite the losses here that are outlined heavily, despite the 1-year ban he is currently serving in Melee, or Smash in general, I should say, despite all the headlines, all of it, I will say this, Mango at the time of this recording is 181 days sober, and I could not be more proud of him. I don't know about you guys, but those are the kind of numbers I want to see rising. Ludwig?
That's dangerous. Let's up those numbers!
I agree. Coming in at number 3 on this list is something that when it really was revealed, I couldn't believe it. I thought this was like some sort of early joke, but no, this was serious. The banning of Hurt for several months, because get this, he did the unforgivable sin, the unforgivable act of playing with a delay mod installed during some training session on a stream he was doing on Wi-Fi. I mean, apparently this is like super frowned on in Japan, but this literally robbed us of a Hurt generational performance potentially, and not only Level Up Expo, but the biggest tournament of all time, that being Kagaribi, man. This was crazy. I mean, just reading this, our investigation confirmed that the video included footage of Hurt playing the game in which an unusual in-game text modification was displayed. Although it has been pointed out that this display suggests the use of an unauthorized mod, this statement serves as our official response to the situation. After an internal investigation, we found that Hurt had installed an unofficial mod on one of his 2 Nintendo Switch consoles. He stated he used it only for private online matches, not official competitions. Despite this, streaming online matches while using unauthorized modifications is inappropriate, as it could mislead viewers. This was real. We got robbed of generational performances, like I said, from Hurt, because the motherfucker didn't want to lag when he was playing Smash. And keep in mind, I know Japan has kind of like better servers or whatever, maybe because they're closer to Nintendo HQ, maybe because it's just a smaller mass of land. I don't really know, but who the hell really cares? This remains to this day one of the dumbest decisions ever perpetrated within the Smash community. And let me tell you something, that's truly saying something with some of the idiots in charge. So no doubt about this, this is one of the wildest and stupidest moments of the year. Lord have mercy. Coming in at number 2 on our list is actually going to be myself referencing my own video here for the absolute dumpster fire that ended up being Luminosity Gaming. My lord, my lord, my lord, these absolute bums completely disintegrating. They sold themselves off to Vertical Studios, cut like pretty much all the content creators, and then would subsequently go back and retcon some of that to keep some of the Smash players so they can still feel like they have an esports team for whatever reason they're trying to do. But to my knowledge, as of now, guess what? No one's gotten paid right there, bro. John Dwyer, anyone attached to this whole situation, embarrassing. Me, Coney, other people finding out that we weren't even on the team anymore from a damn tweet, bro. A damn tweet. No call, no email, no let them up, none of that. A damn tweet, okay? Luminosity, in my opinion, a way bigger dumpster fire than Panda could have ever been, okay? These guys are just, I mean, just you want to talk about going out sad, bro. It don't get no sadder than this. Just absolute ridiculous handling of this situation, which is still, by the way, an ongoing situation. I like to point that out. Nothing on the YouTube channel, ridiculous tweets, just absolute disgraceful behavior. These boys went out sad, so sad that they get the #2 mark of the 2025 most wildest moments in Smash, and it's not exactly a badge of honor, dickheads. Well, number one, I mean, are you surprised? Are you surprised? Literally, you show this screenshot to anybody who's ever played in even, I don't know, 10 minutes of Smash, and they'll tell you that Game & Watch has won that 100 out of 100 times. Unfortunately, like the Dalmatians, it's that 101 that sometimes just gets you. The biggest throw I have ever witnessed in my life came courtesy of Miya in the grand final reset of Kagaribi 14, with honestly what most people believe was the first place on the upcoming rankings on the line. Miya would go on to not secure his edge guards and honestly not secure the match either, as Doramigi would battle back through so much adversity, through what I thought would be insurmountable from a person of Miya's caliber. You just don't see a throw like this coming. Apparently, though, Miya didn't see something coming either, which was this ass whooping from Doramigi as he forces game #5, popping off. You probably thinking, oh, you popping off a little too early. Miya get you in that position once, he'll do it again. Well, there was a position to be found, but it wasn't exactly what you might be expecting. As we fast forward a little bit through here, Miya in disbelief. Game 5 right here. Look at this 2-2. Again, #1 on the line. You saw how that game #4 started off. The fact that we're even in a game #5, I mean, this is like some sort of parallel universe you don't expect to get to without a wormhole ripping through. And I'm not talking about one of them shitty storylines from Stranger Things. I'm talking about something like the X-Men, something cool like that, bro. But the X factor in this was Doramigi just survives hit after hit, attack after attack, and finally rallies to the big badoosh, takes out Miya, pops off, breaks a losing streak of like 13 or 14 sets on the biggest stage, and takes it. I've never in my life seen a throw this crazy. There was no way this wasn't going to be #1 on my wildest moments of Smash 2025. Look at that guy. You know, some say he's still popping off right now. And can you blame him for performing like that? If there was one way to sum up Smash 2025, I think this screenshot right here does that pretty damn justice. Well, guys, that is my 10 most wildest moments of 2025 Smash. If you have something different, please let me know in the comments below, and I look forward to reading them. We'll catch you on the next time, and Happy New Year.